In 2012, the Belize Audubon Society implemented a strategy called Boat to Boat. It is a simple yet effective outreach approach that is being used for fisheries management in Belize. The Boat to Boat strategy is a tool used in the Managed Access Program, which is a rights-based fishing initiative that gives traditional fishers access to fishing grounds. And so the Belize Audubon Society wanted to reach more fisherfolk because in the past it was difficult to build a relationship when the stakeholders base would be out at sea or not able to attend community meetings. And so meeting the fisherfolk in their assigned fishing grounds has now doubled the number of persons that the Belize Audubon Society engages.
There were tensions. The approach when we used to have this engagement, there was always this, we were seen more as more of a threat to them. But that has changed now. We've seen that they're more open to dialogue with Belize Audubon Society and likewise partners. They're open to share information. The discussion is more semi-formal. The respect is there, they respect us and we respect them. We have moved away from only 84 fishermen in 2012 having the community meetings in Shunush, Copperbank starting here to now 161 fishermen when we do the boat-to-boat engagement.
The Belize Audubon Society, along with its partners, the Belize Coast Guard and Fisheries Department, would go out at sea once a month to check up on fisherfolk and to see if they're in compliance with fisheries regulations. It also makes the fisherfolk a part of the decision-making for easier buy-in to sustainable fishing practices.
Our conservation efforts in terms of regulations, in terms of protected areas, policies and so on, we are talking to them about filling out their catch data logbooks. We are talking to them about the reason behind this, so they get a better understanding of the managed access rollout. And one of the greatest benefits that we get through the boat-to-boat strategy is that fishermen voice out their issues, their concerns.
On this trip, we're visiting fishing vessels in the Lighthouse Reef Atoll. The fishermen must present their fishing license and produce a logbook in which they record the types and quantities of seafood they've caught. This provides valuable information to be used in fisheries management.
The hope is that the fishermen become stewards or responsible users of their turf. We're hoping that they will then be informing us as to what the resources look like within this area, so conchs, lobster, finfish. The logbook is a tool within the managed access system that the fisher folks, the captain actually needs to fill out a logbook per trip, and in there he is writing the information and the data as to what exactly was caught. The hope for this information is that we can then determine how much resources was available. We also, from a science end, do surveys of population pre and post conchs and lobster season, so we can use this as an additional extraction tool so we can figure out how much is being taken out. There are still things that need to be worked out in terms of the logbooks. One of the things that we're trying to do is to get compliance so that everyone is filling them out and they are submitting that information.
The decisions made will help fishermen from northern communities like Shunush and Copperbank to be able to fish for many more years. The Belize Audubon Society recognizes the value in a friendly approach.
Good, because they're doing their work. They're coming to find the license, check if everything go on good.
You think this the help on a fisherman or it make things harder for now?
Sometimes, sometimes it's good.
We always have illegal fishermen working around, but I believe the guys that are working around the area, I could mention like Audubon and Fisheries, supposed to do their jobs too more frequently.
It is a costly venture, but thanks to the EU's project to restore fisheries in the Mesoamerican Barrier Reef system, the Belize Audubon Society was able to secure funding to continue with this initiative.
I am here to see exactly the implementation, how it's being done, and just to see if it's something that how good it will work in the other zones as well. And I take my recommendation. It's also like a little monitoring and evaluation to see how the other aspects of the activities that the project has funded, how it's being implemented here in Zone 7.
What's your thoughts on what you've seen this weekend?
I'm definitely impressed.
Managers of these resources want to ensure that we can enjoy the lobster, conch, and finfish for years to come. But the only way to ensure that is to sustainably manage what is being taken out of the sea.
There's fish out there, you know. The question is how much is out there? Is it sufficient? You know, we speak basic economics, no? Demand and supply, right? There's a demand out there for fish. Everybody wants to eat fish, but do we have the supply? Is there enough conch? Is there enough lobster? So we have to have some type of management of these resources if we want to continue have this type of fish stock.
Reporting for News 5, I'm Andrea Polanco.